Here are the precision panels for Nucoda. I personally think these are some of the best panels ever built for ergonomics, speed, and efficiency. Let me go over a few of the features I really like. First off, all these screens are touch screens, and so you can quickly navigate to different functionality quite quickly. This also allows the software to update without needing to update hardware, because you just simply need to update the GUI screen. Another great thing about having these screens is you have immediate feedback of what numbers you change and what values. So you don't have to go over and try to hunt down on the main GUI what specific number you change. You immediately see it right here intuitively. These are all the color tools that you have available to you. And what's nice is you can reorder these in any format you like. So if you use more tools than others, those can be at the top of your list. Now, if you kind of look at these panels, one of the big things that you'll notice is the navigation is on the left-hand side. Now, these are 3 sets, so that can be put on the right-hand side, but there's a lot of benefit of having navigation on the left hand. A good example of this is you color grade a clip. You go next clip with your left hand. That frees up your right hand to immediately be above your offset wheel, and you say, do an offset, and then that frees up your left hand to immediately hit next clip. The idea of how, some of the reason why this panel is so efficient is a lot of the duties are offset between each hand, meaning if you do one task with one hand, the most common task that you would be doing next is with the opposite hand. And so you're going back and forth between left and right. This is a lot more efficient than only using, let's say, your right hand to do 5 tasks in a row, queue up a shot, queue up a grade, look at a thing. It's your left hand's just sitting there, not effectively being used. Another really great thing about these panels is this navigation control right here of your timeline. This scroll button right here scrolls in and out your timeline zoom. The buttons beside it, this one zooms the timeline to fit the entire width. Or if I need to get a really macro view or micro view, that this button zooms in the timeline to just fill it to one clip. So without my left hand ever moving, I can quickly navigate all around my timeline and get a good overview of it or a quick view of it really fast without my left hand ever moving. Another really great thing about this panel is Nucoda works off of layers, but in Resolve it's nodes. And so you have dedicated keys to each node. And so if I need to go to node 4 real quickly, I just hit 4. Now I'm in node 4 or node 8 or whatever combination or variations I need. And so that's a really fast way and quick way to get into your nodes. Kind of looking over here, here's an example of a joystick knob that moves up, down, left, and right. We have multiple ones on here, and these are really powerful buttons to control the software, because the whole idea is you don't want to be touching your mouse, since that's an inefficient way of controlling the software. So with these knobs, you can do a lot of functionality and get into a lot of different things. On this screen, it's really quite powerful because you have a lot of different control modes for it. You even have a Wacom mode, so you can use a pin if you'd like. You have a keyboard if you need it. And you have just a lot of different modes, like for your reticules, for your how you view it, you view your output. And this mode is also really quite nice to have on, because this one is your +1, -1, -3, and these are very common functions to use in a fast, effective workflow. If you have a talking head, you can put it on -2 and go next clip, recall grade, next clip, recall grade. Okay, there's a wide, okay, you go to -3, recall that, and then now you're back to -2, or +3 or any variation of that. And so that's a really quick, fast, effective way to get in and control how you're recalling grades. Another really great thing about this panel is there's a lot of buttons, and all these buttons have actually 3 modifiers, a shift, a alt, or a control. And so there's a lot of functionality in this, but it's hard to know it and learn it when you first get into the panel. But this panel has a help button that if I push that help button in any button on this panel, it will immediately tell me all the functionality and all of the modifiers of that specific button. So I can go to any button right here and it'll tell me all that information. So it's a really great way to quickly learn an advanced panel and to really get all the functionality out of it.